The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus entered Capernaum, a centurion approached him and appealed to him, saying, "Lord, my servant is lying at home paralyzed, suffering dreadfully." He said to him, "I will come and cure him." The centurion said in reply, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Only say the word and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man subject to authority, with soldiers subject to him. And I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes. And to another, 'Come here,' and he comes. And to my slave, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, "Amen, I say to you, in no one in Israel have I found such faith. I say to you, many will come from the east and the west, and will recline with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the banquet in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom will be driven out into the outer darkness, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." And Jesus said to the centurion, "You may go. As you have believed, let it be done for you." And at that very hour his servant was healed. Jesus entered the house of Peter and saw his mother-in-law lying in bed with a fever. He touched her hand. The fever left her, and she rose and waited on him. When it was evening, they brought him many who were possessed by demons, and he drove out the spirits by a word and cured all the sick, to fulfill what had been said by Isaiah the prophet. He took away our infirmities and bore our diseases. The Gospel of the Lord. Well, I'm glad to finally be back with you. I got back late last night. This past week I've been in Montana with our youth group, and they're making their way. They're driving back today, so pray for the youth. They're on their way back. It's been a long week of working and praying, and of course that long drive all the way back from Montana to California. I ditched them and I took a flight straight over here, so it was good. But it was a powerful, powerful week. Unfortunately, part of being away on that week was missing out on all the festivities for Father Berg's beautiful anniversary. I heard it went well. I have about 14 brother priests here in celebration of Father Berg's fidelity to his ordination. Part of that camp, it was called the Catholic Heart Work Camp. Hundreds of teens from all over the United States were there, and our youth group were among them. And the constant theme that we're trying to impress upon the teens, and it's the same struggle that we all have, and it's the perfect theme in this gospel. Trust God. Trust Him in everything. Because you think about it, when we were teens, the teens are being lured by all kinds of messages in the world, aren't they? Trust in anything else other than God. Trust in yourself, do whatever you want to do. Trust in money, power, honor, pleasure. Trust in all these different things. And this cacophony of noise that our culture is constantly berating us in, the centurion's example today resounds throughout the ages. Look at this beautiful centurion here. Remember, who was the centurion? At this time period in the first century, the Jews are under Roman oppression. Rome is their enemy. The centurion, whenever Rome would conquer you, they would leave garrisons there to make sure you're compliant. Remember who Rome is. Rome is the most mightiest military power on earth at this time. So the centurion is in charge of the city of Capernaum. But even despite all of our power and strength, we are still human. And this centurion's daughter is sick. He goes immediately to Jesus. This pagan, he's not a Jew. And he goes to Jesus, Jesus, heal my daughter. Again, the cry of humanity. And he says, Jesus, and Jesus is about to go to see his daughter. He says, no, Jesus. Just say the word. All you got to do is say that word and my daughter will be healed. There's no need for you to come to my house because I'm not even worthy for you to come to my house. I am a centurion. I give orders to my subjects. I give orders to my soldiers. I don't want to give orders to you. And here Jesus sees directly into this man's heart. And look at this this amazing compliment he gives him. I have never seen faith in all of Israel such as you. The enemy has deeper faith. So utterly baffled and amazed and praised is the faith of this enemy that his response should sound familiar to us as Catholics, shouldn't it? Because the fidelity and the trust of this enemy of ours is what we all say before we receive the Lord in the Holy Eucharist. I am not worthy to enter under, Lord, I am not worthy for you to enter under my roof. Only say the word, and my soul shall be healed. That phrase has entered into our liturgy because it has so inspired Christians for 2,000 years. Imagine the billions of souls who have said that phrase over the centuries. Because it teaches one fundamental truth. Trust God always, because He is our Father. And as Christians, we have the privilege to say that.